What's up everybody, it's the Inhuman one here, and today I wanted to discuss a scene that really caught my attention in Season 3, Episode 1 of Demon Slayer. And no, I'm not talking about the Love Hashida's little show in the hot spring, I'm referring to what happened next, when Tanjiro bore witness to the incredibly gruesome sight of Genya Shinazugawa pulling out his own teeth with his bare hands. In this video, we're going to overanalyze this scene and develop a theory explaining this bizarre behavior and its significance in the overall season. Rest assured, this video does not contain any manga spoilers and is intended for anime-only viewers. So, without further ado, let's put on our tinfoil hats and get started. For those of you who were unable to recognize this charming, scarred, mohawked fellow, he was first introduced to us during the final selection arc and was one of the 5 applicants to survive the trials. Even at a younger age, he had a distinct mohawk hairstyle and was incredibly disrespectful of the customs and traditions of the Demon Slayer Corps, along with an uncontrollable temper. Fast forward a few years, and it's revealed to us that he is actually the younger brother of an equally dislikable character that you might remember as the Wind Hashira, the violent Hashira that cruelly stabbed Nezuko in an attempt to provoke her demonic fury and prove that she must be executed. Despite his failure to break Nezuko's resolve, it's apparent that these boys have some issues. In fact, according to Miss Kenroji, the elder brother had never mentioned that he had a younger sibling, indicating that they must be on bad terms. If we revisit the scene in the hot spring, Tanjiro is hit in the head by a loose incisor that Genya tossed away after pulling it out of his mouth. Now keep in mind that Tanjiro specifically identified this as a front tooth, which means it would be easy to spot if someone's mouth was open. If we take a quick look at this diagram, we can get a better idea of how simple it would be to spot a missing front tooth. In the next scene, we get a shot of Genya's mouth and we can clearly see that he has successfully pulled out just one tooth, based on the obvious gap. But in this very scene, we also see Genya holding a second tooth in his left hand, one that he had recently pulled out. At first, I dismissed the second tooth as a simple continuity error, but then I got to thinking, why would Genya be pulling out his teeth in the first place? There are only 2 possible reasons that could even remotely answer this question. The first possibility is that this is a gesture demonstrating a form of self-mutilation or punishment that could have resulted from a shameful act that Genya committed, possibly even a recent defeat or loss at the hands of a demon. This could also explain why he's at the healing spring in the first place. The second, and more likely possibility, is that Genya is a demon. Perhaps the act of pulling out teeth is simply a test to find out how quickly his body regenerates. Maybe in one last desperate attempt to prevent his transformation, he visited the hot spring in order to cure himself of his demonic affliction. In either case, it is undeniable that Genya was holding a second tooth, meaning that by the time he threw the original tooth to hit Tanjiro in the head, the first gap had already healed. If that's not enough to convince you, then perhaps the fact that Genya was only spotted at night, coupled with the eerie revelation that he never accepted any meals from the villagers during his stay, might help you see reason. Genya is a demon. And that's all for this video. Until next time, it's the Inhuman One signing out. Welcome to my universe. Consider becoming a patron for exclusive behind-the-scenes content. Join the Inhuman community today.